Are your paintings coming out muddy and dull? Are you having a hard time finding that perfect shade of color that isn't in your palette? Well, this video is for you. Welcome to my Beginner's Watercolor Guide, Part 2. Hello, and welcome back to my Beginner's Guide to Watercolor. This is Part 2 of my 4-part series, so if you missed the first part, you can watch it here. We go over the supplies you might need. In this video, we're going to go over color theory and how to mix your colors. There's a new part every Saturday this month, so make sure to like this video and subscribe so you can get started on your watercolor journey. In today's video, we'll be going over primary colors, paint mixing, secondary colors, tertiary colors, complementary colors, cool and warm colors, analogous colors, and also monochromatic colors. It may seem a lot, I know, but once you get the grasp of it, it can get real easy. So let's just start with the basics for now. First, you're going to take a piece of watercolor paper. I'm using 90-pound or 190 GSM watercolor paper, which is great for trying out colors and color swatches or testing ideas. Now, I'm going to write out the types of colors we're going to go over today. It's optional, but it's good for organization. Now, I know it's tempting to just put down the pre-mixed colors like orange, purple, and so on, but no, this is part of the exercise, and we're going to mix all the colors manually. So let's start with the primary colors. Make sure to add some to the mixing well before applying it to the paper. These colors, red, yellow, and blue, are the building blocks of all colors, and it's amazing. Once your primary colors are done, it's time to paint the secondary colors. Remember, we're mixing the colors manually, so add equal parts of the other color in the well and mix it to get our secondary color, orange. And we'll do the same for green and purple as well. Look at that, we made the rainbow. Tertiary colors are secondary colors with some primary colors mixed in, resulting in different shades of those secondary colors, like adding orange to yellow, resulting in yellow-orange, or adding red to get red-orange. It's basically mixing unequal primary colors. You add a little bit more yellow than blue, you get yellow-green. More blue than yellow, you get blue-green, and so on. Now, here's where things get interesting. Complementary colors are the colors opposite from each other in the color wheel, like orange and blue. Separately, they pop. They complement each other. But when mixed, you get a muddy mess. The same with red and green, which we see a lot around the Christmas holiday. And logos do the same thing with colors like purple and yellow. Now, you can work with complementary colors actually on pieces. One method is to apply one color and wait for it to completely dry before applying the other without them intercepting as much. Another method is to use them to your advantage. For example, with this piece, I didn't have any brown in my palette. So what I did was that I mixed orange with a good bit of blue to get this kind of coolish brown color. I'm actually quite happy with the result. The warm and cool colors refer to the hues of the color. Like warm has a lot of reds, oranges, and yellows. And the cool colors usually have green, blues, and purples. And when you think of nature, you think of autumn with the warm colors, and you think oceans with like the bluish colors. Analogous colors sound very complicated, but it's mainly referring to the colors that are close together on the color wheel. I have a few examples here. Green and yellow are probably the best analogous colors in my opinion, and it's a great option to use in washes when considering dual tone. And monochromatic refers to the range of values in a color, like dark red to pink, and you can apply it to your artwork as well. In this, I used blue color, and using water or adding black and white, I was able to achieve all these different values. It's a fun challenge, I recommend it. And that concludes my second part of my beginner's guide to watercolor. And if you learned something new from this video, or if you have a question, leave a comment below and I'll respond to all of them. Make sure you follow for part 3, and I'll see you next week. Bye!